Hi there, welcome to my video on the 3 most important analytics integrations for your Thinkific course business. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 most important tools such as Segment, Mixpanel, and Google Analytics, and the differences between those 3 and why you need them for your business. So before we get started, let's go over a little bit about the importance of data. Now, for most of us, we already know that, search engines are really effective in learning more about us and tracking our user activity and knowing what websites we're going at, what topics we're interested. Basically, the web is full of information about us. So why not do the same thing and use this information to help us understand more about our potential customers and current customers? Data is a really great way to be used effectively if you know how to interpret and analyze the information to grow your business, to understand whether people are opting in to your lead magnet, and whether people are dropping out at the checkout experience. All this is to say is that data can be used really effectively to help you in your business and learn more about your customers and really grow the relationship between you and potential customers. So with that said, let's get started. The first analytics integrations I'm going to cover is Segment.io. If you've seen my other video, Segment is a great way to send the data from your Thinkific school to different quote-unquote destinations. I like to think of it as input from your Thinkific school and the output to different integrations and destinations such as Google Analytics, HubSpot, Salesforce, and Facebook. The great thing about all these tools is they all have a free plan. As you begin to build your business and grow it, I always recommend starting out with tools that are on the freemium side. This gives you a chance to explore the tool, decide whether you like it or not, and how it can be helpful in your business. Segment.io is great because all the data that comes from your Thinkific school that is parsed or written or extracted from your Thinkific school can be used and sent into Google Analytics for ad conversions or Facebook to determine whether people are opting into a product sale on Facebook or even to your copy and lead magnet or list. The other advantage of the data in Segment is that it takes the information from your Thinkific school in terms of how students are interacting with your course and how students are interacting with the site to help you also understand whether they become current customers and or long-term customers. So the idea is that when you send it to something like Salesforce to monitor and track, or even HubSpot, it's a great way to see whether the prospect and or customer becomes a one-time customer and or a repeat customer. All this is to say that data is really useful. The next tool that I'm going to talk about is Mixpanel. Again, I also have a video on Mixpanel as well. It's also going to be a series of, I'm going to have a series on analytics for your Thinkific business and to show you how Mixpanel can be used and interpreted. So Mixpanel is great because it tracks live user activity. So the idea is that, let's just say I am on my own, I'm testing out my own website. So what I can do is while I'm testing out my own website on one browser, I can open up another browser and load up Mixpanel to see the live dashboard feed of what's happening on my website. So I can see from the live feed whether people are scrolling, whether they're clicking on anything, whether they're watching a video, or even whether they're even signing up for my lead magnet and our list. All this is to say that it's live, and so it's great because then as you customize and enhance your website, Mixpanel is a great kind of side-by-side tool to sort of help you enhance the customer experience, enhance the user experience on your website to really support what people are looking for when they come onto your site. The other bonus about Mixpanel is that all the data that's live can be extracted and put into a customized report. They give you up to 3 reports for free, which is, I think, very reasonable to start out with, because likely you won't have all the time to look at the data from Segment, Mixpanel, and or Google Analytics. And so Mixpanel really gives you a good way to start. And it's a good way as the traffic on your website starts to grow, then you can see what's happening. And then as you really get more visitors and more traffic, you really want more data, then you can upgrade to a free plan. The last tool, which is really useful, as everyone may have heard of, is Google Analytics. Google is a powerhouse search engine, and search engines really know everything about what we're searching, what we're looking into, what we're researching, what we're interested in, what articles we're clicking on. And so Google Analytics is another great tool, so that once you integrate it onto your Thinkific site, you start to see the patterns in terms of page views. So like if your website has different pages, like a blog, FAQs, other sections, Google Analytics can track those page views and find out how much, give you that kind of high level data of how much time people are spending on that site, where they are coming from. So if your funnel or your traffic source is really aimed at converting people from, Twitter or Facebook to your website, then it'll tell you where most of the people that are coming onto your website are coming from. So then they give you all that great information in terms of when they're coming, where they're coming from, how long they're spending on each page, and whether they're clicking on any of those information or videos on your page. So the other side that is really useful from Google Analytics is that they give you all this great data, and you can use it to then decide whether you want to run ads. So if you see that, people are really clicking on your lead magnet and they're interested in this particular product, then maybe you can decide later on that you might want to run Google ads. And so I'll just give you a quick kind of overview of how all of it kind of runs. So Google Analytics is free. So remember, Google Analytics focuses on page views, whereas Segment focuses on taking your data from Thinkific, your Thinkific school, and sending it into different destinations to track sales, track conversions, and track when people become from prospects to customers. And then Mixpanel is great for that kind of live feed. And then you can kind of take the live feed of what's happening on your website and then putting it into really pretty dashboards and visualizations, reporting to sort of help you see how people are interacting and whether people are dropping off. So those are my top recommendations. I hope those help, and let me know if you have any question, comment, give this video a like, subscribe, and please let me know what questions you have about analytics. Thanks again, and I will see you all soon.